Welcome back to the Deucecast Extra. We are back from 1 week off. Thank you to the viewers for allowing us that 1 week. Based upon what I'm seeing on my piece of paper that I have to the right of me, we are probably not going to be taking a break for the rest of the year, based upon what I see. Maybe there'll be some weeks here and there that we have to figure something out, but I think that we'll probably be able to go pretty steadily with Marvel, Star Wars, and whatever and whenever Yellowstone comes out, because there's going to be like 3 or 4 shows coming out this year, I bet, on the Yellowstone side of things.
The Taylor Sheridan Cinematic Universe.
Yes, the Taylor Sheridan Cinematic Universe. I am Dr. Michael Morbius. We are here to talk about Morbius.
Yes.
For at least an hour.
Spoiler alert, Adrian Toomes is in the movie. He's in all the trailers.
Yeah, Adrian Toomes is in the movie. So we're going to go an hour on Morbius in preparation for the big release this coming, Thursday for your previews. Friday, we've got a latecomer here, Squirrel Earl.
No, he didn't get the memo. She's not in the movie.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl's not in Morbius. Earl, this is just Morbius cast tonight. We're just going to be talking Morbius for an hour. And then
I'm out.
No, I'm just kidding. We've got
that would be terrible.
We have got quite the chat this evening.
We're going to drive them all away if we don't tell them we were joking.
I know. We're talking MCU stuff tonight, guys. Don't worry. We've got Nick from
Morbius
Podcast of the Wills hanging out. We've got Roth in Wyoming hanging out. Or Melissa. We've got Matt. We've got Coach DeBello. Fetmatic. Holy cow. We've got everybody.
Earl,
I heard Rhett might be stopping by.
What?
Your question you just asked, Sony has already posted about, and there's a very confusing thing that apparently happens in the movie. So, yeah.
Oh, great. That's exciting.
Oh no, that's not good. Are we going to mix our universes?
No. We're probably going to be talking about anything and everything Marvel related in the next hour or so. Just kind of giving everybody, like we did with Star Wars a couple weeks ago, just kind of giving everybody a preview of what's kind of coming throughout the rest of the year, because really starting tomorrow, we're not going to have time to do preview episodes. So this is it, everybody. This is like your Marvel preview guide that you can get at the comic book store, telling you all the comics that are coming out for the year. The previews. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. Garrison, how was your week off? Did you enjoy the 1 week off?
I didn't really have a lot due during school that week, and I have a lot due this week. And I may or may not have only done like one thing of that. So
yes,
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Garrison's been keeping up with Slapgate.
We're not Slapgate. We're not going to be talking about the NFL overtime rules. Sorry,
or Will Smith.
Or no, we're not.
Wait, what? No, this has got to be relevant. We got
no. We're talking about. So we are going to make it relevant because we've got the first MCU thing of the year comes out tomorrow. Well, 2 a.m. Wednesday morning Central Time, which is the best time zone. We've gone over that before.
No.
Moon Knight. I am excited about Moon Knight. I don't know anything about the character, and that's actually why I'm more excited, because I want this show to explain this character to me and explain why I should love this character. And I think
Garrison could do that. Garrison's been reading Moon Knight.
I know. Yeah.
Garrison, go ahead and spoil the movie.
Brian, what's up, buddy?
Okay. From what I understand, the show is a little bit different than the comics, though it takes a lot of inspiration, obviously, from the comics. I think all adaptations do that. So I'm going to be very interested myself to see kind of the differences between the character that we get in the show, which I can already see some of the differences in the trailers.
Yeah.
And what he evolves into throughout the show as well, because it's a 6-episode show, and it seems to be a little bit of a mystery as well. So yeah.
I like it.
So you'll have to tell us as we go week by week, like, well, if you go to episode 25 and you'll see panel number 4.
Well, yeah. This is where they're pulling that from.
Moon Knight cuts a guy's face off, and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, it's TVMA.
I mean, the previews have been really intriguing. I've enjoyed the previews quite a bit. because it does look very different than anything that we've seen in the MCU thus far. It just has a different, vibe
I would not, based on people I know that have seen the show and reviewers today, I would not expect a Netflix feel to this show. I would expect a weird feel to this show. That is what I would.
Yeah. Although
weird.
If you want to watch the Netflix shows, they're on
there.
Disney
they're
Plus
not Netflix
now.
shows anymore.
They're not Netflix shows anymore.
I don't know what Netflix is. I don't recognize it.
Yeah, we don't have to anymore.
Disney Plus is cheaper, so
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, depending on what you pay for, I guess. If you have Hulu with ads or without ads, if you do the bundle.
If you're doing the streamer, Mikey, I mean, you're getting 3 services.
Dude, that is the worst ad campaign. The streamer with Dave Bautista,
with the guy who talks about how he hates doing Disney movies.
Yeah, the guy that talks about how but he'll sell out. No problem. I mean, but we all would. I would sell out. I have no problem selling out. So how much of the omnibus have you made it through, Ryfin?
Me, all of volume 1.
All of volume 1.
That's not. I mean, like that's. I don't even know. That's not even like maybe like a 20th of.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's a lot of comics.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is a character that originated in the 70s, right?
It originated in the late 70s in Werewolf by Night.
Yeah,
that's right.
To kind of be an this is a long story.
It's a long story, Michael. I was reading about it on the.
Yeah, he's hired to take down the werewolf, but then kind of once he realizes it's also a human being, gets a little sympathy for it, unleashes the werewolf on the people that hired him to take down the werewolf. Those guys eventually come back way down the line.
Right.
His origin story gets sort of retconned into being Egyptian mythology, which I think we're going to see in the show, sort of kind of thing.
Yeah. It seems that way.
And then they worked the committee in somehow that originally hired him. This is what Marvel does. Marvel does not erase continuity like DC. They try to make it all still work as they add new things to the past in Marvel Comics.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from what I was reading a little bit about the character, I didn't want to go in completely blind, but I didn't realize that he was a part of a team at some point.
West Coast Avengers?
Yeah.
No, it was something else with him and Blade. And
Dark Avengers,
the Midnight Suns. The Midnight Suns. Yeah,
okay.
So
that's a much later thing. Yeah,
that could be something that we move towards since we know Blade is coming. Yeah, we know Blade is coming next year, or maybe 2 years from now.
Yeah,
actually for Blade, but that could be something that we move into. 6 episodes. 45 minutes to 55 minutes each. It seems like, yes.
Main director is Mohammed Diab. I think he did 4 of the episodes. And Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead did 2.
Okay.
And they're the guys who did Synchronic.
Yes.
Great indie directors who make really confusing indie sci-fi films.
And what does Mohammed Diabe do? Is he just Egyptian? Is that the
I think he is.
His only claim to fame?
His only claim to fame.
I think he's made like really
indie stuff.
Yeah, like Egyptian indie stuff.
Egyptian indie stuff, which that's how much more indie can you get? Because nobody's seen it. It's so indie, nobody's seen any of his stuff.
I do know some people that have seen some of his films, actually.
I know. I'm sure. I'm just messing.
Oh, Garrison has the connections.
Yeah.
Well,
I understand.
Connections to fans, yes.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Roth is making a good point here. The last time Oscar Isaac was in a movie about Egyptian origins. Yeah.
Was that X-Men
Apocalypse? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It didn't.
Sorry, I blanked that from my memory.
I know. It didn't go well.
The blue paint.
The last time the writer of the show, Jeremy Slater, wrote a comic book thing, it was Fan Forstick. But he put out some tweets explaining that today that he wanted to make an MCU film and the director did not. So they apparently fought about that script. So
I've never even heard of that.
Fantastic Four, the horrible one from 2005.
Josh Trank.
Oh, Fan 4.
Was that 05?
2015.
15. I knew there was a 5 in there somewhere. But
I think the original one came out in 05.
Yeah. 05 was the original. So 15, is that one on Disney Plus right now?
Yes. It was as of last year.
It was. Yeah, they had it on there for a while. That was.
The Josh Trank one. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's bad. It's legitimately not worth it.
So I've only seen that movie one time, and I found it before YouTube got really, really strict on taking films down really quick. I was able to watch somebody that had recorded it with their iPhone off of YouTube. So I never actually had to pay for the movie ever. And I'm very proud of that.
It might be better quality than
it was probably better quality. Yeah.
At least I guess you're not saying you peer-to-peered it, but whatever.
No, I just watched it on YouTube. It was on YouTube, and I mean, you know,
you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, I found it on YouTube. I'm sure they took it down like hours after I watched it, but I found it on there.
I may or may not have found a link to a Cars 3 stream one time, and I thought it was like I didn't think it was a legit link, but I was like watching through it a little bit, and then I was like, wow, this looks great. It's still in the cinemas, and then a kid walks in front of the camera, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the camera! It's a recording.
It's a recording.
Really good recording.
Yeah. So
they had the right seat in the theater.
Apparently.
To me, I mean, Moon Knight, it's at least Oscar Isaac is so good, and so I've heard that he's very good in the show. I've heard to prepare for some pacing issues, but that they don't affect it like in a hugely negative way. So that's fine.
I've heard Ethan Hawke, Isaac, all great. And that they got to do what they wanted with this project, which I really like to hear.
That's good.
You know, it seems to be like a passion project for them. So
awesome. Well, we've got a lot to talk about, so we'll move on from Moon Knight. Jokingly, we've got Morbius coming out Friday of this week.
Oh, that's this week, isn't it?
That is Friday this week. I have plans to go see it.
I don't hate the cast.
I don't hate the cast either. I don't think the cast is that bad.
No, I don't know.
Oh no, the movie's going to be terrible, but the cast is not bad.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know,
Oscar nominated.
Tyrese, come on.
Matt Smith, guys, come on.
I know Matt Smith.
Palpatine.
Exactly. The guy that was supposed to be Palpatine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go see it. They're gonna try and tie it. It's gonna be in the Sony verse. They're gonna try and tie it to Spider-Man and Venom somehow, somewhere.
Michael, they'll just keep making these movies if you go see this movie.
That's okay. That's okay.
Michael,
I'll be the one that causes that to help.
Earl, I think No Way Home's paid for the next couple, at least.
Yeah, exactly. That's right, Brian. Doctor Who. We have to honor Matt Smith appropriately.
You think I don't know that he's... That the 11th Doctor is my favorite Doctor of all time.
Really?
So you don't even have to say that.
I think I'm Tennant.
I was thinking Prince Philip from The Crown.
Is that? Yeah, you're a Crown guy. I don't know. I'd have to go Tennant.
Amy Pond? Nah, get out of here.
I don't know. I can't remember the actress's name. Billy Porter?
Yeah, I know who you're saying.
No, not
Billy Piper.
Billy Porter.
Billy Piper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked that. I liked that one quite a bit. That was a good. I stopped watching it. I watched a couple of The Old Guy, and then stopped watching it.
I stopped watching it during
Tom Poston is my guy. Isn't it Tom Poston?
Tom Poston?
No, what's the guy with the big curly hair?
No, that's not Tom Poston.
Tom Baker.
Tom Baker.
That's right, Tom Baker.
Yeah,
from the 70s.
Jelly
the big
Baby.
Curly hair.
I know Tom Baker as the Bendu from Rebels. Star Wars Rebels. That's what I know. He was the voice of
Tom Baker's my dad's favorite Doctor of all time.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
That makes sense.
But I was a kid when I saw that one, so
was my dad.
There you go. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I liked Eccleston, okay, but then
this is just a doctor.
But then, man,
wait, where's Marvel? What are we talking about?
I'm telling you, when Tenet came, oh man, I love Tenet. Tenet's got to be.
Tenet's good. He saw
Tenet and Billy Piper. Matt Smith was good too, and Amy Paul. Yeah, you're right. That was a good, but then the old guy. I'm sorry. No offense to any of
Pete Capaldi.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Roth. Come on now. Don't talk about the Bendu. We don't talk about Bendu. Come on. Don't do that.
No.
Life-side cardboard of Matt Smith. Hey, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
Who's got a light? Wait, Melissa's got one? Look at that. Wow. Melissa.
You know what? I am because the doctors kept getting more energetic, and
then
I was loving this like manic doctor energy, and then it became Peter Capaldi.
And then we get Capaldi.
They took
it was a weird transition to Capaldi. I didn't understand the whole deal with all that, but I only watched like maybe the first few episodes of that. I may have made it to the before the Christmas special. I may have made it to the. Anyways, all right.
We don't need to derail
Morbius.
anymore.
We don't need to. The only thing that I know about Morbius is that Michael Keaton came back and did a lot of reshoots. And added probably like 5 minutes, maybe.
Apparently, that's his new role.
Director, look, guys, the director came out and did a spoiler interview where he talked about every event in the film, and
really?
Sony promoted it. Sony promoted it on their page. So
I didn't watch
the information as to what happens in the film is out there.
Yeah, I didn't choose to watch that. I think I did hear about that, but I chose not to watch that.
No, I don't do it.
And
but
for clarification,
refer to it after you see the movie.
yeah. For clarification, this is not part of the MCU. It's the Sony Marvelverse. We'll see.
May or may not involve an MCU character.
Oh, good grief! I don't want to know.
Mobius has some MCU.
Oh, I know. It could happen. Then, of course, May 6th, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
I mean, based upon what I'm seeing coming out this year,
everybody's in it.
This is probably the thing that I'm looking most forward to.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I like. Well, we'll talk about that later, but this is I'm very much excited for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I think that it's going to be insane.
Patrick Stewart dropped the facade. He's pretty much just like, yeah, it's me.
Well, of course, yeah.
I mean, it's his voice. It's like, dude, come on. We know.
Now,
for a little bit, he was trying to deny it.
He was trying to pull a Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
What? I'm not in Spider-Man. What? No, guys.
No, not gonna happen.
I don't know if that's how he talks.
That's not how he talks. He's very British.
He's British.
He's British. What can we even say about that movie other than it's going to be crazy? It's introducing a couple new characters.
America
Chavez.
America Chavez.
Pretty
sure.
For sure is one new, and she has some type of superpower. We're not sure.
She can transport through the multiverse, I believe. She throws those little stars. Yeah, that's how she's able to go between universes.
I'm guessing they'll have to spend some of the movie giving an origin story to her a little bit.
I don't think so. I think she's going to be thrown into the film, and I think basically
like a Spider-Man, just
she's going to be explaining to Doctor Strange like Doctor Strange is the audience certain things.
Yeah,
and I think the bad guy wants her powers, but that's anyway.
Okay, now who is the bad guy? Is that a spoiler if you tell us who the bad guy is?
We can't.
Okay, no spoilers. No, you're right. No spoilers. Everybody's going to go see it on May 5th.
There's going to be a lot of discourse on Twitter.
Oh, no. May the 5th, May the 6th. Everybody's going to go see this thing. Don't expect it to make as much as No Way Home. No Way Home is 800 million. That is domestic. That is a pinnacle that is not going to be reached for a while in the MCU.
Spider-Man is the most popular hero of all time in any comic company. It doubles Batman's profits every year, and Batman's the number 2.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange will do well, and it will do well because it has a lot of people in it, but it will not. No, nothing will touch Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking like all the things that we even know that are coming out, even in
Avatar
the next
2.
like 3 years.
Avatar 2. China's going to propel Avatar 2 to do really well.
Avatar, come on.
Avatar 2.
No, it's actually coming out this year. It's
I know.
crazy.
I know. It's actually coming out this year.
I'm just lamenting the fact that it's going to be
massive.
China's going to love it.
It's going to be massive.
Well, we don't know all that yet.
Yeah, I don't.
They did a re-release not that long ago of Avatar, and it made a lot of money over there.
In China, yeah, exactly. That's the only place it made money. And let me know if you guys want to say anything more about this stuff. I'm moving kind of quick, but I mean, we've got a lot to talk about.
I mean, look, the visuals look great. We have Sam Raimi directing.
Yes.
Oh, can I answer Brian really quickly?
Oh, yeah. What did you say? I'm sorry. Right here?
No.
Oh, the Disney Plus thing.
It's not
next
coming to
year?
Disney Plus for a while.
He has not seen No Way Home?
It's coming to Stars first.
Yeah, it'll hit Stars, and then it'll be 2023 for Netflix.
I don't know.
Netflix and Disney Plus have a deal.
Wow,
the Netflix Disney Plus deal didn't start until January 1st.
Okay.
So any movies that come out since then will go to Netflix, then Disney Plus. But No Way Home is still a part of 2021, so I don't know what's going to happen with that film.
Brian, I may have a way to get that movie to you, so don't fret. Don't fret, my friend. I may have a way. So, anyways, Stars is, and here's the unfortunate thing about Stars is the viewing experience on Stars is never really that great, anyways. So, I got a 4K. I'll get it to you, Brian. Don't worry. I've got a 4K. I went ahead and bought it because my kid wanted to watch the digital, so because she refused to go to the theater to see that for some reason. So I rewatched it a couple days ago. And she loved it and regretted not going to see it in the theater. And I told her that. So she was like, okay, I'll go see Doctor Strange in the theater. So I'm going to take her to see that in the theater. Good. So, Miss Marvel, we saw a preview of Miss Marvel coming out June 8th. So a little bit of overlap with Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan is happening.
Oh, interesting. Well, you have options.
Well, I think the audience for Miss Marvel might not be as robust as maybe like a Moon Knight or a Loki or something along those lines.
Let's not go out of our way to throw Moon Knight in the
well, I don't know.
We don't know just yet. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's a D-list character.
The preview did. This is just me personally speaking for myself only. The preview did something that I'm not a huge fan of in movies that are for
your little text thing.
The text thing. I am not a fan of the whole Zennial, because this is past millennial. This is like the Zennial, like reading the texts on the screen in movies and the popping up on the.
Get over it, Mikey.
I'm an old man and I don't like it. I feel like we're watching like VH1's like video show where they're talking about the videos and the facts.
Well,
did you hate Sherlock when all the words would pop up around them? And
I didn't watch Sherlock.
That's not a Michael type. I love Sherlock.
It's not even. It's not even Matt. It's not even a thought bubble. Like it's like the text conversations that these people are having with themselves. I mean, or with each other. It's.
Let me say this about Miss Marvel. I felt like watching that clip. I was like, this seems like a MTV type teeny bopper show.
Right. They're very much making it a teen comedy.
Yeah, it's a teen comedy.
Yeah, and I guess that's fine because Marvel does that. They take their characters and they have a genre that they try to create the movie. So I get that. But I was like, okay, maybe this isn't made for me in my generation.
Not specifically. Yes, that's what I was Matt, I couldn't remember the pop-up videos. I couldn't remember the name of it. Pop-up video. Yeah, that's very much dudes in their 40s.
Garrison's like, I don't know.
You lost me.
Garrison doesn't even know what a music video is.
Oh,
like they make videos for music.
Hey,
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm just seen a little MTV.
MTV hasn't done that in years. I mean, they're
you'd be surprised. They got their little video things.
This is certainly probably the newest character that the MCU has tackled, as far as not having been around as long as a lot of the characters that we've seen on screen.
Moon Knight.
Chavez.
Moon Knight was from the 70s, though. I mean, Miss Marvel's
sorry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes.
I just mean like as far as
correct.
This is a character from the 2000s,
not a legacy
from the comics.
Yeah.
A big fan of Carol. I think we're going to see that in the show.
Right. Yeah.
Her powers are a little different from the comics. That's upset a lot of comic book fans. She's an Inhuman in the comics. I think they're totally dropping that from the MCU.
Yeah, I think
is she? Wow.
They're dropping the whole Inhuman thing altogether.
Well, she gets hit with Terrigen Mist.
Is she gonna have the fists?
So she has the embiggen in her fists. Kind of get big and stretchy. Now it looks like they made her just basically a Green Lantern. A Lantern Corps member of some kind. Look, there's more than just
she looks like Captain Marvel's hands or whatever when she shoots her thing a little bit.
That's true.
There's more than just Green Lantern in DC, but
that's true. There's Gold Lantern.
There's
all of
there's
them.
blue. There's black. There's
a lot
why
of
are we talking about Green Lantern all of a sudden?
Because her powers have basically turned.
Her powers her powers do look like that. But it's a character that it looks like is a fangirl of Carol Danvers in a way.
Yes.
So I'm sure they'll tie that in.
It's directed by mostly. It's going to tackle probably a lot of Muslim stuff. It's directed by mostly Muslim directors.
Oh, okay.
By Muslim people. All Muslim cast, and then also it's going to get controversial in terms of because I've already seen people. It's not a proper representation. I've already seen some people.
Yeah,
say,
because she's not.
That the
She's not a Muslim, is she? Or
she is
the actress.
Yeah,
she is. But I've seen people criticize the things that they're wearing, the burqa,
hijab,
stuff like that, not properly placed, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
You can't make a show nowadays without somebody somewhere getting offended by something. So I mean, they pretty much were in a lose-lose with that. I mean, there's a ton of people that are complaining about Moon Knight because Oscar Isaac is not Egyptian. I mean, maybe not a ton.
Moon Knight's not Egyptian.
Or what?
No, he's supposed to. He's an American mercenary. Right?
No, it's the Jewish aspect. Which
that's what
Oscar is like half Jewish.
He's half Jewish.
Which is why he's in Operation Finale. Great film, great role.
Right. Yeah.
But also, like, that's barely a part of Moon Knight's comic identity.
Yeah.
Doug Mitch didn't even mean to make him a Jewish character. He just went, I just know this guy's name, Mark Spector, and he was like, oh wow, it's a Jewish name. He's a Jew now, I guess, which is, whatever. And then they worked it a little bit back into his backstory, but it's really not a big part of his comic.
I guess I need to see this movie. We're getting a lot of Operation Finale love. I haven't seen it.
Really? Oh, it's great. No, it's a real story.
Where is it located? Where can I see it?
I thought you saw that one, Earl.
Did I?
I think I bought it.
We're talking about the
thing with Adolf Eichmann.
Yeah, I saw that. I
saw that. Getting captured in Argentina.
It's good. It's good. Yeah. That's a good movie.
Well, Brian, maybe back in our day, it was okay to say stuff like that, but it's not good enough that these people are acting in whatever. I'm not going to go into it.
You can't represent.
You can't represent anyways.
If you don't, let's just stop.
Yeah, let's just stop.
Let's just say I can only play leprechauns now. with your
heritage, you're only allowed to play leprechauns.
And doctors.
Yeah.
And doctors. Yes.
And doctors.
And doctors.
I don't have the right ethnicity. My SAG card says only that. Leprechauns and doctors.
Do we know how many episodes Miss Marvel is?
I would say 6.
Okay, so it's
mercifully
actually
6.
Stop it, Earl.
Here's the interesting thing. Okay, so all shows are supposed to run quote unquote 6 hours.
Right.
Which Feige has said is either, even though this doesn't really work out math-wise, but Feige has said is either 6 1-hour episodes or 10 30-minute episodes.
Oh. Okay.
Which is why What If was supposed to be 10 and WandaVision, I believe, was supposed to be 10, but they both got reduced down to 9 because I believe of COVID. I believe that hurt.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to go with 6 for now until we get closer to the show, and if they say it's 10,
that's logical. It's logical.
Yeah. Most of the live action shows have been 6.
So then I guess that means we are getting a little bit of overlap. Not that it matters, but because Thor: Love and Thunder comes out July 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And so Miss Marvel will still be on the air.
Yeah, which happened with Loki and Black Widow last year, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. So Thor: Love and Thunder, which I have absolutely no earthly idea other than Jane is dealing with cancer and takes on.
She's going to become Thor.
Do we know that? That's the comic book story.
That's the comic. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's
the
comic.
We don't know. Okay, yeah.
My hope, my ideal version of that film would be that she has cancer and
Jane
that she makes the ultimate sacrifice at the end and dies like she does in the comics.
Right.
But I'm kind of scared that I'm just kind of scared that they'll keep her alive and not face the emotional consequences of everything like that.
Right. And Taika Waititi, I don't know if he wants to go into.
Yeah, I know.
He's more whimsical than.
But I think it could be a great ending for Jane. No, I actually think that could be a really cool ending for Jane.
It would have some emotional resonance.
She's gonna die anyway, but she's accelerating it by becoming Thor. That's what the problem is in the comics.
Interesting. Really?
Because it basically, she's got this cancer.
Here's a woman's perspective about Jane Foster.
She's got cancer in her. Okay.
She's going to surprise you, Melissa.
And she gets chemo treatment for the cancer, right? But when she becomes Thor, the Thor part of her wipes out the chemo treatment.
Right.
So when she reverts back.
Well, now we know the story.
But at the same time, Taika has said
And he's gonna go.
He was joking. He was joking, but he said basically that people are gonna never let him work again after this movie. So he's either just gonna be completely insane, or
maybe that means he will go on the sad route with it.
Maybe. Or it's just gonna be so insane that nobody's ever gonna want him to work on a movie.
I'm thinking it's more that he's just gonna go complete
bonkers.
Well, Christian Bale is going to be the big bad guy, Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah, Gore the God Butcher.
I'm actually really excited to see that.
I am too. Under a lot of makeup, I'm sure. But
yes.
I mean,
or is he just going to be? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he just going to be CGI'd and voicing?
Parts of him will be CGI, but he absolutely has like full
yeah.
makeup.
No, I agree with Nick here. This is the kitchen sink movie. I mean, most of the Guardians of the Galaxy, if not all of them, are in it.
I think they'll be at the beginning of the movie and then go away.
Is Multiverse of Madness not a kitchen sink movie? I feel like it's going to have.
It is going to have quite a it's going to have every character you've ever imagined.
I think we're all leading up to a big multiverse movie. Like Secret Wars.
So do we get Kang in this movie? Thor: Love and Thunder. Any predictions?
No.
Okay. Do we get Kang and Multiverse of Madness?
Possibly.
Okay.
I think you will see some of the Loki cast.
Evil Kang.
Much more evil.
Matt,
I don't think Kat's in this movie, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think she'll be in Love and Thunder.
I don't think she's in Love and Thunder.
She had her moment in
WandaVision
for sure. Yeah, she was fantastic in WandaVision.
I mean, I agree. Kang is most
likely
multiverse in Multiverse of Madness.
That's true. That's true. Next, well, let's see, what are we at? 31. Okay, so next we've got another outside of the MCU. Maybe outside of Sony Marvel universe.
Yeah, it's not the Sony Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. Part 1 coming out October 7th. It's a two-parter. We've got Miles Morales. It looked like some more multiverse stuff because Spidey Gwen shows up in the preview for a second. Whatever you want to call her. I don't know if that's what you call her.
Your technical name is Ghost Spider. But yes,
Ghost Spider.
I believe people call her Spider Gwen.
I am very excited for this movie. I love the animation. I think that it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. And I like, although they didn't bring back the director of
Oscar Isaac, by the way.
Oh yeah, he is. He's in it as well. Hopefully we'll get
the
Nick
director's
Cage.
not back from the original.
Yeah, it's weird. Wow. The original director's not back. It's a new director.
Lord and Miller really oversee the project.
Yeah.
So they have guys under them who are the directors.
Yeah.
Changed this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the story should be consistent.
I would hope. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, the story will definitely be.
I mean, consistent. Or at least not feel like it's disjointed.
I agree with Roth here. Jake Johnson. I hope he's back. I'm sure everybody. I'm sure Nick Cage will be back. I'm sure all of them. John Mulaney. I'm sure everybody.
Well, and that maybe that's a part 2 thing.
This is true. I didn't think about that.
But I expect a lot of those guys to be back, and probably some live action cameos in terms of voice acting. I know originally Lord and Miller pitched to Sony to have Tom, Andrew, and Toby in the first one as a stinger, and Sony told them we're not ready for that right now. So
Spider Pig
will be back.
I think it is perfectly the time to do that kind of thing.
Nick, I agree with you until Doctor Strange comes out, because that could beat Spider-Verse. We'll see.
Here's the best thing Into the Spider-Verse did, in terms of being a supreme thing. It told a really, really good Miles story. Probably better than you know what? Not probably better than the original comics did.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
It actually made him his own character, and I liked that a lot. So
interesting. I guess I've not read the originals.
Well,
I did not care for the Bendis stuff. No.
David is the expert on all the Miles Morales stuff, because he has
Ultimate Universe.
He's got the complete Ultimate run of comics.
Really?
Yeah. He's got all of them, I think.
Yeah, David is a comic guy. You're right.
And so he knew about all of that stuff before a lot of people did. And Miles Morales is a character I don't know very well. I mean, obviously, the only way I know him is from the film. I'm not a comic guy, so I don't know him any other way than that. Most compelling story in all of the MCU, in my opinion.
Well, that's a big statement.
Comics. Well, it's not.
Hey, listen, that's him.
It's not MCU either, but I mean, yeah, I know what you mean, Nick. I mean, Marvel. Yeah. Kingpin.
That'd be an interesting question for me. What is the most compelling MCU story?
Yeah, what is your most compelling MCU story? I'll let you
when
think
Jane
on that
dies in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, wow. Calling that out. Black Panther, I feel as if, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the most unknown entity at this point.
Just finished principal photography.
Yeah, just finished principal. So they could hit their November 11th date still. I mean, they have a chance.
Thor the Dark World.
Get that.
I want to apologize to Nick from Podcast of the Wheels. He can say he can have his opinion about what is compelling.
Thank you. Look, we're all civil here.
I'm here. Look, I'd like to apologize to Nick.
That we're all about
but
family
I've
here.
got to protect my family. I've got to. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Just like that role you just played, Richard Williams.
The Irish version. All right.
So well, I didn't get that role.
So Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, November 11th is still a possibility, obviously. If they just finished principal photography, that gives them plenty of time to do post.
Oh, yeah.
Theoretically. Yeah, plenty of time to do post. I don't know. I have no clue what they're going to do with this movie. I would love to see M'Baku take a bigger role.
Wait,
I think you'll be happy with this film.
What are we talking about now? The
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
No, when does that come out? Though?
November 11th.
Wait a minute.
Why are you asking me to repeat this?
Because I was so focused on the chat.
Oh, the chat.
I actually
sorry.
Wait, I'm focused on the chat now. Matt. Come on. I said that Jane would go out on a high note. My comments about Catwoman were that you could remove her from the film and it wouldn't really change the plot that much.
That's true.
Removing Jane from this film would probably change the plot a lot.
Wasn't Matt the only one that was on during our Batman conversation? He that was an insane episode. That was and you guys will get to hear it in 2 weeks on the Deucecast podcast feed. We're releasing the audio of that for some reason. Oh my
goodness!
I don't know why we're releasing the audio of that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
a bad idea. But
because everybody's like, we've seen Batman. Why do we want to listen to that again?
I mean, that is the worst thing to possibly do.
Here, rife and denigrate women. It's
that's not what I did.
That's not what he did at all. That's not what he did at all.
I'm just kidding. I did think I was going to get slapped. That's why I was a little unfocused.
That's right, dude. And I'm totally with you here, Nick. Winston Duke. Yeah. I would love to see M'Baku take a bigger role. They're going to kind of have to do some things like that.
From what I understand, Shuri and M'Baku have the biggest roles in the film. I don't think that's a big thing to release to the public. I think it's been said a few times, but
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I know there are some other surprises that are going to come up in the film. I mean, I guess it's not been officially announced, but we know that there are Atlanteans in the film, and that a guy has been cast.
I'm ready for Submariner.
Yeah, guy's been cast as
favorite.
Namor.
Earl, is that your favorite character, you think? Namor?
I'm a little partial to Namor. Yeah.
I hear you talk about Namor a lot. Like just in general,
listen.
It just comes up.
No, they're
gonna ruin it, but I mean
the glistening skin.
No, I just mean that.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Like I'm afraid they're gonna completely ruin it, but
no, they're gonna ruin him. He'll be the bad guy, but
no.
Well, he's kind of a. He's always a little.
He's always an anti-hero. Now the cool thing is we could actually see him in Doctor Strange for a brief minute.
I was not on set. Do you know the hours for that thing?
Oh, because it was in Brunswick.
It was literally like 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I was like,
whoa,
I'm in the middle of almost finals. I'm not going to be on that.
So wait, you were an extra on Wakanda Forever?
No.
Were you an Atlantean?
Do you not think that we could see him in Doctor Strange? I mean, he's part of the Illuminati.
Who, Garrison?
No, not Garrison. Namor. Namor's part of the Illuminati. We could see him.
We know that?
Well, in the comics he is. I don't know if
that's true.
If you...
In Mom, yeah, I think there's a possibility we could see him in Mom. I wouldn't commit to that. I'm going to go on record. I think there's a bigger chance you see Anson Mount in Mom.
Ooh, Black Bolt. I thought you just said that they were not going to do the Inhumans at all.
I said that Miss Marvel wouldn't have Inhuman stuff in it.
Now that would be awesome if they brought in and had him in a good outfit. And
well, the only reason I say Namor is because there is a shot in one of the previews that you can see a guy with a staff walking in that one scene in the very far background, and that has to be Namor. I mean, there's only, he's got his, I don't know.
Brian, they were looking for people working on boats and cops. That's what they were looking for. Not Wakandans.
Wait, is George Bush part of the Illuminati? Is that what you're saying?
George Bush.
What has this turned into?
I don't know. I was talking about the Illuminati.
Do we know anything about the plot of Wakanda Forever?
No, they have. I mean, other than Wakanda's Forever. I mean,
Atlanteans attacking Wakanda. I think.
Okay, and then we need.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have boats and cops then.
T'Challa is dead. We do know that.
Okay.
Oh man.
And there may be.
So they'll have to have something going on with that.
There are people have said that there are surprises in the film that we don't know about, and I like that. So I'm hoping it stays that way.
No, it needs
to create a multiverse T'Challa. Just bring in a new guy.
Bring in John David Washington as an alternate T'Challa. Yeah,
that's not a bad thought. Or Jaden Smith.
Yes, Roth.
They filmed a funeral. That's actually like
they killed off T'Challa, Roth.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. We could have an hour-long debate about if they should kill characters off when an actor or actress passes away.
I think it was a too.
They had to in this case.
No, I think they made too quick of a judgment on that.
Yes,
and I think they should have waited a little bit, delayed production.
Yep.
And then thought about it a couple years later and said, actually, T'Challa means a lot to a lot of people, and let's do another casting search. Guys like John David Washington, something like that,
Yeah.
But
well, now
give a young guy a chance.
That's not to say they just can't say, oh look, T'Chaka had another son or whatever.
They've recast a lot of people in the MCU.
That's true.
Why not?
And they're going to have to at some point. They've got to.
Again, let it simmer down and then do it. But
yeah. So there's a slew of shows that don't have release dates yet that we think may be coming out in 2022, but could get pushed to 2023. One we know for sure is She-Hulk. We know for sure that's coming in 2022.
That is coming in 2022. There are two things that are for sure coming in 2022 right now.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, and then we'll get to Guardians later.
Yeah, so She-Hulk, Tatiana.
This year.
Yeah,
the holiday special.
Oh, the holiday special. Yeah. So She-Hulk, Tatiana Maslany. Maslany. She's great. I like her. I mean, I think it'll be a fun.
Okay, John Travolta, Abel Dalzine.
dude.
This is the Deuce cast.
Yeah, the name pronunciation on the episode that we're releasing tomorrow is ridiculous. Ridiculous. No, they're not, Roth. They won't recast him.
Yeah, they'll just replace him with Valentina or something.
Yeah, I mean they don't need. That's such
a good idea.
That's a smaller character that they won't need to recast.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Although they wanted to eventually do a Thunderbolts movie, I'm sure. But
but they could do that with Valentina.
But they can do that with Valentina. Yeah. So we're pretty sure Mark Ruffalo's in this show as well.
Yes. Oh, he's already been shown in the trailer on Disney Plus Day.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They did show that trailer back on Disney. That was a year and a half ago.
November 12th.
Oh, you're talking about this year's Disney Plus Day. Yeah. Okay. They just announced it last year's Disney Plus Day, I think. Yeah. I'm excited about the prospects of another lawyer showing up in the She-Hulk show.
Yes. Yes, I'm like 100% on that. He will be
I hope cameo, though.
Somebody get that drop that Garrison's 100% that Matt Murdock's in this show.
Okay. Okay, I'll just shut up.
He knows. Look, people, he knows.
He's been on set.
He's been on the Reddit. He knows.
Atlanta Filming may or may not have posted a picture of something.
Well, good for Atlanta Filming.
So.
Wow.
Wowie, wow.
I just need a Daredevil movie.
So this one could be more the 30-minute like comedy show.
Correct. This should be 10 episodes.
Boom.
At 30 minutes.
That's right, Insider Ryfen.
I'm not an insider. I follow insiders.
So is this going to be a comedy, basically?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be a courtroom comedy, week to week. I wouldn't say sitcom.
Night Court or
like Night Court.
I do every time I think about it, Night Court does come to my head.
Yeah.
Which is
I do like the idea of that.
I don't think
with a laugh track. Like they need a laugh track for the whole thing.
That would.
I don't think it's going to be that goofy. Although She-Hulk as a character, when John Byrne wrote her in the comics, broke the fourth wall a lot, and I believe that will happen in the show. She did that before even Deadpool did that in the comics, which is going to be really interesting to see what happens when she starts doing that in the show. And then the social media reaction will, of course, be she's just a Deadpool copy. When she actually, again, did that first, but
Rife Insider.
So I'll start a Patreon and just post other people's stuff. That's what half the guys do anyway.
That's what half the guys do, exactly. So the other show that we are pretty sure is going to drop in December is the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Why do we need that? What is that?
You've got because it's fun, like James Gunn. I mean, it's fun. Why not? We need that, Earl. We need it.
They said that there were going to be two characters introduced, or a few characters introduced in the new holiday special. So yeah,
Yondu. Yondu's baby.
Yondu's baby. Yondu's baby.
I'm hoping it's Adam Warlock because he is in the third film. Like that's like Will Poulter or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Will Poulter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
So when are we getting a Guardians movie though?
That's next year.
Yeah. Okay. May next year, I think.
Yeah, he's in the midst of.
Here's the thing I don't want. I don't like these TV shows to take away from.
No, they won't.
To me, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it. Well, never mind. I'm not going to state that.
Well, then you might not like the rumored show that's coming in October. Werewolf by Night.
Correct. Directed by Michael Giacchino.
Mm-hmm. Which is
that's right. He's going to be the musician. Now becomes the director.
That's right.
He went to film school, actually, to become a director.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now we know.
Yes.
Well, that's like way later.
Hang on. We're getting there.
Probably 2024.
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah,
so, Gael Garcia Bernal is Werewolf.
He is Jack Russell.
Terry.
Who is? That's the joke, Mikey.
Sorry. That's the joke. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that's his name, Jack Russell. It's I actually love the name. It's a great name for a guy who turns into a werewolf.
Yeah,
they're really digging into the low segments of Marvel. I mean, Werewolf by Night. What?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean,
this is not my Marvel. This is
Earl. I mean, it was sort of my dad's Marvel, but he was a huge Tomb of Dracula fan, and that's where a lot of this spawned out of was the horror genre.
There was a horror. There was a horror line. Let's
and that's where Blade came out of, Tomb of Dracula, actually.
Yeah.
So
look, there's history here, Earl. You have to respect the Marvel history.
I believe it was written by Doug Minch, who wrote Moon Knight. So
okay, same writer.
Doug Minch.
Another holiday special though. It's just going to be like around Halloween.
It's going to be a special.
Paw Patrol. Why are we talking? Oh,
Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. Paw Patrol. I'm with you. Look, the Paw Patrol movie is not that bad, guys. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it quite a bit because my kids love the Paw Patrol. Well, my youngest loves the Paw Patrol. Ain't that bad. It's going to have a sequel too. There's a couple of other animated shows that were not
my Marvel.
Not my Marvel. Yeah, exactly. I'll put that up because that's funny. Get off your lawn.
Get off my lawn. I just want Captain America.
According to Insider Garrison,
yes,
we could have I Am Groot, the animated show coming out this year.
Yes.
CG animated. They use the words
photorealistic animation.
Photorealistic animation. This is a series that they
rotoscoping.
Maybe. You mean like
Lord of the Night, like 1978,
like
Lord of the Rings,
1978 Lord of the Rings, where they had
very photorealistic.
We brought in Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah, breaking news. Breaking news. Earl hates Groot. Breaking news.
Yeah, kind of. Not really. But...
Oh man.
No.
Look, I'm just glad that Vin Diesel's getting more work.
Vin Diesel
Ralph called it the spiritual sequel to Fritz the Cat. You know, that's
somebody call Ralph Bakshi. There you
go.
Yeah.
Groot in the volume. That'd
be awesome. Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, Rankin and Bass.
I am.
So yeah, that's supposedly
Vin Diesel is the cast.
Yeah, Vin Diesel. Well, it depends. Could be other characters in it. We don't know.
The script is really easy to write. It's just
I am Groot.
I'm Groot. Over and over and over again. I'm up for it.
It's really about the direction of the script. How does Vin Diesel say that?
How does he emote the I am Groot? That's the most important part, in all honesty.
Correct.
The other animated series that could be coming in 2022 that we don't know is What If Season 2.
Mm-hmm. 9 episodes.
9 episodes.
Should be good.
Should be good.
I thought that was the weakest thing Marvel had to offer last year.
Yeah, not all the episodes were great.
Yeah.
Not all the episodes were.
There's like
the stuff
3
with
that
Doctor.
were really
We've said it a lot. The stuff with Doctor Strange was good.
I will say it again. Visions did What If better than What If did.
Am I frozen right now?
No, don't listen to the chat. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. Everything's okay. So yeah, the future is bright in the MCU. Stop it, Earl. The future is bright. Oh, Brian, we've got a What If fan here. That's look, it was good.
That's rare. That's rare.
Some of it was good, and we're gonna see a lot of the things that happened in What If manifest themselves in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I think they will. I don't think they'll be directly tied, but I think there'll be kind of hints towards it.
Yeah, hints towards it.
One more thing though.
Oh,
the Secret Invasion.
Well, I thought
originally listed 2022. It is not moved out of the 2022 slate.
So it's still a possibility
because they haven't changed the date yet. but I think it will be 2023.
Unless they do
something to throw out there, as we kind of did with some of our Star Wars stuff last time we did this.
Yeah.
Sam Jackson.
They could. Okay.
In the lead role, I believe Kobe Smulders is in it. Ben Mendelsohn's in it.
Yeah, and Mendelsohn's in it. Yep.
Ben Kingsley Benadir.
But not being Kingsley as...
No, sorry. Kingsley
Benadir. Yeah.
Olivia Colman, Amelia Clark, Killian Scott, Christopher McDonald in a role that hasn't been disclosed yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so
the golf guy.
Solid cast.
They could do Wednesday, December 28th. They could pull a Mando season 2 but was it even...
You might be too packed. But
we'll see. What came out the 29th this year? Book of
You're
Boba
talking
Fett.
about Boba Fett.
Yeah, Book of Boba Fett dropped on the 29th, so they could still technically say it came out in 2021. This could be the same thing. December 28th, we could have Secret Invasion. That would be a great. That'd be a great end of the year, on into 2023. Because these shows supposedly are going to start tying into some of the films a little more closely. And that one I think needs to. For sure.
Yeah, it's a big event comic. It will not be as big of an event in the MCU, but I think it will be big in the cosmic sense of the Skrulls being kind of a divided race. Because in the comics, they're kind of treated as, they're kind of treated as villains. Most
Skrulls are bad guys in the comics.
Yeah, and the Kree are the good guys typically. Yeah. And then the movies, they made the Skrulls the good guys and the Kree the bad guys. But I always knew that was going to lead down a direction of the Skrulls, at least a bad faction of the Skrulls popping up and being a problem. So I'm actually really interested to see what they do with that show. I know in the comics it involved Quake. I do not believe the show is going to involve Quake at all.
Oh yeah, bring back Daisy.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Let's
I would love to see it. I would love
like
to see it
too,
but I don't think it'll happen. So.
I mean, if your prediction about Anston Mount coming back as Black Bolt, I mean, I'd be for it. Look, I think that he didn't get a fair shake. He's the best part of that terrible show, and he got an unfair shake.
And unfortunately, you don't. The Black Bolt character's a hard one because you can't speak.
You can't speak, yeah.
Right.
And so he just had to like mug with his face the whole time. But anyway.
Brian, we don't watch that type of show. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a British show.
It's Olivia Colman. I know. I was just.
Why are we talking about Olivia Colman? Because she's in Secret
Invasion. So Dr. Earl, besides Namor, because I know that would be your answer if I allowed it. What character that we haven't seen yet would you like to see?
Well, Squirrel Earl.
That's an interesting answer.
No, I think what character I'm excited about. So I was a big Nova fan when it.
Yeah,
I think I had the first issue of Nova from when he debuted back in the early '80s, I guess. So I'm excited if they do Nova right, and don't make him into something like a Peacemaker character. I think it'll be a good show. So. And then
I hope they don't do that. Yeah.
And what I mean by that is kind of a guy who's, sort of over the top, but kind of.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Because, the Kree are now kind of not considered heroes. And Nova's like a human who works for the Kree. Mm-hmm. So I feel like his story's already sort of been told through Carol Danvers, but I'm excited about that. I'm excited about Adam Warlock. I'm excited.
This is interesting. I don't think they own it. I don't think they own it though.
That's owned by the Micronaut.
I think Hasbro
owns them.
Yeah, they wrote comics for Micronauts, I believe, but they don't own the.
I would love for Micronauts movie, man. I'm excited, but that's not never going to happen. With
I've got an ansur.
I was going to go to you next. So
okay, if Earl's not,
Earl's done.
I could wax philosophic on who I'd like to see, but
I'd like to see Kazar.
I don't know. And the Savage Lands.
The Savage Lands.
Kazar.
Yeah. Don't read his really, really old comics because they may or may not be racist. But very interesting kind of sort of Tarzan-y character from the Marvel comics.
I'll do this for Michael so he can know what Kazar looks like.
I don't know anything about Kazar.
He's Lord of the Jungle.
Oh, maybe I have heard that whole thing before. So with oh gosh,
Michael, who are you looking forward to see?
Well, I was about to say,
who would you want to see?
I'm very interested to see who they cast as Wolverine. Like,
that's fair.
That's going to be a big.
That's going to be a huge casting.
Please do not hire a 6'4" guy to be Wolverine.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, make him
stout.
Yes, short, stout.
See, the problem is that Hugh Jackman has been Wolverine for so long. There's going to be people that are going to not want a short, stout guy as
they're going to say that's not what Wolverine's supposed to be.
That's not what we like.
Well, that's what. Yeah.
Oh no,
Pattinson is Wolverine.
No. Look, I like Robert Pattinson, but no.
Look, hey, we said the same thing about Batman when we first heard
I did not say that. I said that this is an awesome hire when he was hired as Batman, actually. So
now this is interesting. I think the spelling's wrong.
Popular fan casting.
Yeah,
that would not be bad.
I like that. I am I'm tired of the Brits getting all of our American roles, though.
Look,
I'm tired of that.
Here's my requirements for Wolverine right now.
Yeah,
shorter than Hugh Jackman, but he's still got to have a gruff voice. He's got to be able to do the gruff voice,
muscular.
Be able to put on the muscle. But also we need to remember that go back and watch X-Men from 2000. Wolverine is not as jacked as he is.
Oh yeah, no. In that first one,
have to be super jacked.
Yeah. He got jacked as he went through the series.
So in that first movie he's introduced in or show or whatever it is, he doesn't have to be super jacked, but he needs to be able to put on some muscle.
Daniel Radcliffe. Wow.
Radcliffe.
Not a terrible idea.
The problem with
what are you guys talking about?
I like the looks of Radcliffe.
He could be Aurora or North Star or whatever that.
Radcliffe could put on the beard, but I don't know that he could do the gruff voice. And
right.
muscle wise, maybe, but again, I need to hear his voice.
Bane. What was the guy who played?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be a good.
Problem is he's Venom. So
that's true. You've already got him in the MCU.
He's locked into Sony's universe.
I need Captain Britain as Henry Cavill. That's what I need.
That would be awesome.
I think that could work.
Or Henry Cavill as Captain Britain.
And that's already been fan cast anyways. I'm not the first person to say that.
No.
That's been very fan cast.
Braddocks.
Yeah. Charlie Day. Charlie Day.
Okay, no.
Hey guys.
I want Charlie Day in the MCU. Honestly, he could be another Luis type character.
Oh,
for a hero,
like
but
Ant-Man. Yeah. Wait, what did?
Okay, the real thing I want is a really good Fantastic Four, though.
Well,
legit.
Man, I think John Watts has kind of come into his own with No Way Home. I think it was actually a really well directed film, and he's the one helming that film.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys do know that it is actually going to be the couple. It's going to be Krasinski and.
That's fine.
I mean, it's too like on the nose for it not to be them.
There's no Sue Storm casting that I'm aware of. I may or may not know about appearance where maybe Krasinski is playing Mr. Fantastic, but
that can be chalked up as if it didn't. That if they do that, the problem with them doing that, and I've heard the same thing. The problem with them doing that is everybody's going to love that so much they're going to have to go with it.
Yes.
They can't
I think it's a great test run, though. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I think they could do that in that movie, but.
They could, but people are going to freak out. It's going to be like the Matt Murdock moment in No Way Home. I mean,
sort of, but Charlie Cox was already Matt, so.
But you could say that Krasinski was from another multiverse.
They won't do. They can't do that with Krasinski. They can't do that.
That's what I'm saying, Earl. If people don't love him as the role, then
who wouldn't love him? That's Here's the problem. The problem though is they're going to expect Blunt to be Sue Storm. Then. They're gonna demand that. I mean, I
thought Jessica Alba was coming back.
Oh, good God, no! I hope not.
Craft service tape.
What?
Yeah, that's because he's the insider.
I'm about to start spoiling Wakanda Forever if you guys don't quit.
I know he knows everything about Wakanda. We better be careful. We don't want. We don't want to get everything completely spoiled. All right. We've gone the hour that I said we were going to go.
We can't go any further.
We will be back next
Nova.
Yeah, Nova's going to be fun. That's 2024.
Richard Rider, baby.
Yeah. That's like not even 2023. That's probably a 2024 thing.
Oh, yeah.
So we will be back, of course, next Tuesday. Back to our regularly scheduled programming of going over these episodes that are coming out. Obviously, we'll be going over episode 1 of Moon Knight. 2 a.m. this morning.
Oh, that's true.
For those of us that are going to stay up late, like myself, and watch.
Are you going to stay up?
Oh yeah. I'm like, why not? I got nothing else to do.
It's
It's my kid's spring break right now. I'm like,
you could watch X-Men Apocalypse and watch Oscar Isaac in blue paint and Egyptian lore. And
apparently, I need to watch Operation Finale, and then
that's
I'll
great film. Now I'll do that instead. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fatmatic. Yep, Eastern 3 o'clock Eastern.
Ben Kingsley is in Operation Finale, by the way.
Oh, not Kingsley Bel-Air.
No,
Belladere.
Benedy or whatever. Yeah.
Whatever
his name is.
The guy that played Malcolm X.
I have really bad handwriting.
He's a good actor.
He is a good actor.
So
he's in Secret Invasion.
Yeah,
I like that.
We can't.
That's good casting.
We can't.
That's good casting. Ryfin, where can the people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at gryfin3. You can find me, and that's RYFUN. You can find me on Letterboxd at gryfin. You can find me on the Deucecast Discord, where apparently we're talking about vernacular.
Not that cord.
We're talking about vernacular right now. Oh,
yeah,
I missed that.
Like,
okay.
Just all the ways we say certain things, fuzz and hair, and anyway.
Oh yes, that's correct. Yeah, there's some interesting conversation.
What channel
going
is
on.
that on the Discord?
I don't know.
Don't even remember.
I don't even remember what channel that's coming.
Because I'm going to make sure I erase that. I'm just kidding.
Come have fun. Every morning we play box office, guessing the movie based upon box. It's what it box office ga.me. Is that what it is?
It's a game. Yeah. ga.me.
Oh, game. Okay. Duh. I was thinking general admission when I saw that. And I was like, oh, okay, box office general admission. That's a good name for a site. But it's game because it's .me. Okay, yes. I get it. So check that out if you're not playing along. We do that in the mornings. It's our version of Wordle because I'm not good with words.
There's a frame game now I found.
Oh no.
Where it like shows you 6 different frames of a film. Like, you
you're
have
gonna
6 guesses.
Put that link in there.
I have to find it again.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put that link in there because that I do want to play that. Dr. Earl is nowhere to be found. He is
I'm in the Snyderverse.
He's in the Snyderverse. He is.
I thought we were talking about the Joker.
Cheer-worthy moment.
That's right. He is occasionally in the Deucecast Discord, not as often as people would like, but you are there.
I popped up for Oscar Watch.
You did. The Oscar. We were having a lot of fun during the Oscars until they weren't fun anymore. That was the weirdest Oscars.
We don't
became really uncomfortable.
I really feel bad for Questlove because they had to follow.
Too. I feel horrible for anybody
beyond that event.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Anyway,
someone made the night about themselves. We'll just say that.
Exactly.
Happy for Troy Coster, of course.
Yes. Yeah.
Coster.
Yeah. Exactly. It's so much awesomeness came out of that night when it comes to Coda that it's unfortunate all the other stuff that went on.
Roth says that was more fun.
What are you talking about? No, Roth. No, Roth.
No,
I wasn't even there, and it felt really awkward for a little bit.
Yeah, it did. There was a few moments of like, this is the most awkward thing that has ever happened on live television. The keeper of the key. What
is he calling you? The
what?
Wait, maybe he meant to type Keegan Michael Key. What?
Keegan Michael Key is the keeper of the key. I can be found on Twitter every once in a while at the Michael Nip. I'm more often than not I'm in Discord though. Twitter I use really just to get my news and retweet things every once in a while. But I'm on Letterboxd as well. I've been watching still a lot of movies. I will not be watching as many movies as I did last year.
We got TV to watch now. We got
Brian, I do need to add. I'll send you the link, Brian. I forgot that I had not sent that to you yet. I'll send that to you, buddy. It's a lot
Get them in the Discord. Get them in
crazy
the
movie talk and TV talk and all kinds of other craziness that happens,
and then sometimes derailed conversations.
mostly derailed conversations. But really appreciate everybody in the chat this week. It was tons of fun for us to interact with you guys in the chat. That just makes it better for us. And if you happen to feel like you want to help us out a little bit with this YouTube thing, share the episode. We are slowly creeping. We've still trying to get that 100 goal. We've got that 100 subscriber goal that we're trying to get to, so we can get a more concise URL for the YouTube channel. Once you get to 100, you get a little bit of a better URL than what we have right now. So that's our next goal. So please like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, mash the bell, whatever you want to say. And like I said, we will be back next week.
Mash the button.
Mash the button. We will be back next week to talk all things Moon Knight. So we will talk to you guys then.